It's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Hey guys, Gary here. Today we're going to be doing a really fun song. It's Mad World, the version by Gary Jules and Michael Andrews. This one is a really simple song. There's just two parts to it really, 2 or 3 parts. And there's a really fun riff in it that we can learn. As usual, let's start with the chords that we find in the song. But before we do that, this song is actually played with the capo on the first fret, at least the way that I teach it. You can't play the song without the capo. It will just be a little bit lower than the original. So the chords that we find, the first one is an E minor. That's the first finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and the middle finger on the 2nd fret as well, but on the 4th string, and we strum all 6. We have a G major in there, so that's the first finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. Now sometimes I like to use the G with the open 1st string, so in other words, don't bother with the 3rd finger. I find it fits the mood of the song a bit more, this G here, rather than this one, but the choice is yours. And then we have a D major, that's the first finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st, the D major. Then we also have an A suspended 2, that is like an A major without the 3rd finger. So that would be the first finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and that's it. We strum the 5th to the 1st. That's an A suspended 2. So let's talk about that riff that we hear at the beginning of the song. It's also played after every chorus, and it goes like this. Alright, so let's go note for note. The first 2 notes are the open 3rd and then the open 2nd string. So we have, and then we have the 4th fret on the 4th string, followed by the open 3rd, which is. Then we have the 2nd fret and the 4th fret, both on the 4th string. And then we have the open 4th string, followed by the 4th fret on the 5th string. And then we're going to hit the open 5th string and play the A suspended 2 right after. Pick, strum. Okay, that's the first half of that riff. The second half of the riff, I've simplified it just a little bit to make it easier, the rhythm part of it. It kind of starts the same way. You have the open 3rd and then the open 2nd. Then the 4th fret on the 4th string and then the open 3rd. And then we have the 2nd and 4th fret on the 4th string. But then we have the open 3rd and then the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Now, it would be a good idea, that last note that we play, the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, use your middle finger because we're going to play the A suspended right after. So, what you would do is just add your first finger after playing the, and then you're going to play the A suspended 2 by pick, strum. Alright? So, that second half of the riff sounds like this. So let's talk about the rhythm of the remaining parts of the song. We have the verse, pre-chorus, and the chorus. The chords in the verse are E minor, G, D, and A. And in the pre-chorus and the chorus, it just goes between E minor and A. So the strumming pattern we're going to do is a fairly simple one. It's all downs, and we're strumming down, 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 down. That's it, okay? Now there's a dynamic in the strum that we want to try to get. We are alternating between strumming the lower strings of the chord and then the higher strings. So we have this kind of low, high kind of sound going on, okay? So do it for all the chords. For D major, it's only 4 strings we have in D major, so it might be a little bit tricky to separate the low and the higher strings, but try anyway. So here we go. I'm going to play those 3 parts, the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus, and I'm going to call the strum and maybe talk a little bit through it. So 1, 2, 3, E minor. Da da G. Da da then D, low, high, and E, low, high, low, E minor, da da da, G, da da, then D, low, high, da da, da da, again E minor, da da da, G, da ba, then D, da da da, and E suspended, da da, E minor, da da da, G, ba da D, ba ba, and then one strum on E and mute. 3, 4, E minor. Find it kinda A, find it kinda E minor and E. Da 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 ba. Can't remember the words. E minor and E. Da 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 da, E minor E again. And then we're gonna do strum and mute. 3, 4, E minor and E again for the chorus. Mad world, E minor E. Mad world. And we just start over back on the verse. Da da da, right? And so on. So here's a little bonus strumming pattern that you can use if you want to add a little bit of energy to the song. Say you've just sang through the first verse, pre-chorus, and chorus, and you get to the second verse. To kind of give the song a little bit more energy, we could try a different strum. So the strum sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Right? So it sounds like there's a little bit more energy in the song now with that strum. So what I'm doing, I'm strumming just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? Dun, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But once again, it's the dynamic that makes it sound interesting. So I want you to listen to the sound that I make. I'm gonna say the strum in a way that you can hear the dynamic. It goes like da 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 da, and basically the volume of your strum is imitating that sound that I'm making. Ba 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 da 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 da. So it's a kind of low, and then it gradually gets higher and it goes down again. So ba ba ba. That second down, down, up, down is really your loudest strum. It's not super loud, it's just louder than the previous ones. And then it goes back down. Boom, da, ba, 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 and G. Down, up, down, up, down, up, D. Down, up, 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 down, up. So the goal is for doing these kinds of strums, strum softly, and then the accented strums are just kind of more at normal volume. And it really gives you that dynamic that you're looking for. So use this maybe when you get to the second verse, so it adds a little bit of energy to the song and makes things a little bit more exciting. Also, here's a little tip if you're getting trouble to play the riff, the intro riff, over and over. Now, it does, both halves of that riff do end with this strum before it goes back into. Now, I know a lot of times it might be a little difficult to go from strumming to picking an individual string very accurately. Sometimes you just miss because your hand just came from swinging and now you have to find a particular string. That's a little hard. So what you want to do is practice immediately after strumming. Getting your pick to that third string. Don't let it stay down here any longer than it needs to before finding the string, okay? So at least when you start practicing like this, it will look like you're just jerking your hand back immediately. And third string right here, right? So practice connecting the halves, at least the part right after the strum, which takes you back into the picking in that way. I hope that made sense. So that's it for the lesson. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. But until next time, later.